Sup guys, Soup here again after such a idiotic break where I tore my eyes out writing notes and shit. Anyways, today will be tearing apart Gensis Park cause I'm bored and the fact my sanity is gone. First, let me get this out of the way. I am not intending to be demeaning to those who believe in this. I am simply clawing at things that can be proven false. Let's start by going into the meaty and juicy parts. Cryptozoological evidence. Wow, we got a lot to work with. I quit. Alright, I want to point this out first before we actually get going. The website claims it proves man and dinosaur coexisted. However, they also chose marine reptiles. Just a little nitpick, but I think it'd be better if it was something like, this site proves that man once coexisted with prehistoric species. Champ, a classic. I'm going to be a good boy and spare you the information. Champ of Lake Champlain is a supposed plesiosaur that thrives in the lake. Lake Champlain is here by the way. You're welcome. So here to the right is the famous photo taken by Sandy Mancy in 1977 when her and her family were having a picnic. Okay, I'm going to say this straight up. The photo is real but the creature in it is not. It's a floating branch. How you ask? Basically, the history of the handling of the photo comes into play. Mancy had claimed that she hid the photo away out of fear of talking to others about it. However, a friend had convinced her to give the photo to a champ investigator and she gained some popularity. However, as said by Darange in his book of hunting monsters, Mancy's story had changed a lot. Hell, even the champ investigator said Mancy was profiting off champ. Anyways, it's a fucking branch. See the dark regions on it and the water? Yeah, decomposition can really change things. But what does the site have to say about it? Yeah. Listen, there's no fucking possible way a Tanystropheus would even be a possible explanation as Tanystropheus went by in the early Carnian stage. So that's stupid. Hold on. The site claims there's an even older sighting of the lake monster. Let's take a look. I kid you not, I fucking searched every single crevice of the internet looking for this story of this encounter. I couldn't find a single thing related to this. The claim had come from Vermont Life, a magazine company, and surprise, surprise, I could not find anything. So that theory is easily ruled out. And this photo, it's probably a fucking turtle. In the original video it was moving slow as shit. The video is so damn blurry I could see the wars being waged on between what pixel shall become the bigger. These two entries here, Nessie and the Zuiomaru carcass, can be easily disproven. Nessie, the famous photo, is fake. And it's also impossible for a marine reptile like Nessie to even be in the loch and thriving. The Zuiomaru carcass, a decomposing basking shark, like seriously. You can see the outline of it. Pretend I also marked the Santa Cruz and Ogopogo. The Santa Cruz monster is a globster and is a bird-beaked whale, but the true mystery is who is E.L. Ogopogo is a legend. Basically the stories were twisted and turned to fit the marine reptile narrative. The actual creature itself is a lake serpent that looks absolutely nothing like a marine reptile known to man. It looks like my other sea dragons. Fuck it. I'm going to speedrun it. They were carcasses in advanced stages of decomposition. The Kongamato and the Ropan of Papua New Guinea. The Kongamato is supposed pterosaurs that are alive within the Congo region. Congo region is a key term, make sure to write that in your notes. The Kongamato is of course another legend or myth that has been twisted and turned to fit the living prehistoric animal narrative. Keep that in mind as well. Originally, as described by the Congo natives, the Kongamato are demons. See what I mean? There will be a lot of repeating themes in this website. The Ropan of Papua New Guinea is What the fuck is that? That thing can't even exist. It can't fly with that long ass tail. It's obvious as fuck it was bullshit created on the spot. I don't even think David Peters himself could come up with this. The Mokelmbembe of the Congo. Now use your notes to find out what theme has been repeated. Mokelmbembe is a sauropod cited big quotes in the Congo Basin. Once again use your notes to see theme being repeated. Now let's get the elephant out of the room. The researchers, big quotes again, are chasing nothing at all. If the sauropod was indeed real, you'd think it'd be found out by now. Also considering that Mokelmbembe is a fucking Apatosaurus or Brontosaurus, and the footprints, they look nothing like sauropod footprints. I think these last two can be summed up pretty well. The researchers chasing nothing at all. There is no possible way to think one sauropod could live alone, nor can it stay hidden forever. I'm lopping these two together because they are pretty much the same and I want an excuse to get to the theropods. Once again, Congo Basin. What is interesting is that the Emelantuco is probably, don't quote me on this, but it's probably a species of undiscovered long-tailed rhino, as the descriptions never pointed to a frill for the creature, thus ruling out the horned dinosaur claim. And the depictions were given by the natives, but then again twisted to fit another narrative. But what I find interesting is the design itself. It kinda goes hard, not gonna lie. From the description alone you can tell how much it is a rhino, since it pretty much does pinpoint to a literal rhino with a long tail. And the other horned dinosaurs, fabricated carvings, the end. I am going to fucking implode. How in God's name can the Burunja be alive? It's literally described as a Tyrannosaurus rex. A rex cannot live on its own, nor can it live in the Reggon of Australia. This scripted, if were real, would be instantly found out, as we know Tyrannosaurus are active hunters and we wouldn't be able to miss it while it chases a goddamn kangaroo into a sports event while a random mass vegan protester runs across the field. Who the fuck thought this would work? And look at this shit. This is the worst photoshopping job in the history of mankind. The Lake Murray monster. Once again, I will restate my previous message. No, and I mean no fucking way can only one creature of the likes of Ceratosaurus or T-Rex, as it was described, can live on a single individual. The individual would die out so quickly, and what the fuck is there for such a beast to look for in Lake Murray? I doubt it could survive for that long with such a food source. I'm going to motherfucking